How's it going, everybody? Meister Patrick here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the newest way that I'm aware of, or the way that I'm most comfortable with, playing old Unity and Java web browser games today, in the modern age. I've been meaning to do this video for a long time, but I wanted to make sure this was totally safe and I didn't have any problems in the long term, so that's why I haven't made a video about it yet. But first, before I go any further, please check the description for the table of contents, where there should be like time links to points in this video where I will be covering different things. I'm kind of known as a long-winded speaker, so if you don't have that kind of time or don't want to take that kind of time, I understand. Please look at the table of contents, okay? Skip to where you need to go, get your answers, quick. It's just fast, it's easy, it helps everybody. All right, with that out of the way, let me start with, yes, my last video that I did about this topic, I was recommending game load, which game load doesn't work well for a lot of people. Works well for some people, but not for everybody. And the advantages to it are that it just kind of acts as a different internet browser, which there are other internet browser options, like Firefox, for example, or Basilisk, I believe was another one. But those are all only, including game load, all only work for Windows. They don't work for other options. So today I'm going to talk about something that works for other options, but has a limitation of only working for the games that it works for, which I know sounds weird, but hear me out. This is not an internet browser. It does not connect to the internet in any way. It just has an archive of all of the old web browser games available to play off of the web. It's just like your own personal physical copy. And it's called Flashpoint, which, as you can see right here, I have Flashpoint, the shortcut. We'll get into the actual video. And yeah, if that's all you're looking for, it's called BlueMaxima's Flashpoint. You can go to the website, and I'll show you right here, actually. We'll start with that. And if that's all you need and you just want to go from there, then hey, good for you. We're going to use Chrome and Google, because I imagine most people are using that. But just type in BlueMaxima's Flashpoint right there. And sure enough, first thing, here's the web page. You can find everything you need from here. Some stuff's a bit more complicated than others. But, and there's this big glowing download button that I never trust, but if you go over here to downloads, I don't know why it makes me feel better. These are all the different versions. You can look at it yourself, figure out yourself. If you want to hear more from me about it, we're about to get into it. For one thing, experimental with Mac and Linux support is also available. So there you go. I think that's one of the bigger advantages here. So before I get into all these different versions and all that, I'd like to really quickly be clear about the advantages and disadvantages of using Flashpoint versus using game load, which I talked about in the past. So the advantages of Flashpoint is everything that is on here works. If it's here, it works. If it's not here, it doesn't work. And as you can see, over 100,000 games, a large list. Everything I could think of so far, I think I've found. The disadvantage is, well, this is just true about anything. Any games that required an internet connection to play probably won't work through here, but might also not work through game load, because now that Flash and Unity are both no longer supported for like over a year, it is up to the individual developers to keep their servers running for their games. And more developers have stopped that support, because why would they keep up support for something that can't be used, supposedly? So that's the deal with that. So if the game you were playing was like an online multiplayer style game, it's probably, I don't think it can work through Flashpoint, as far as I'm aware, and it might potentially work through game load, but that's only if the servers are still being supported by the developers. So you're probably asking, well, how do I know if a game works for me? Easy question to answer. You just go to the master game list. So we're going to go right back here and type in, actually, I think it was right there, master game list, game master list. From here, this is where I recommend you start. Before you download this, before you download anything, go here. Here's a list of every single game and game load. It is a very long list. It's not loading because, it's too many things, but you get the idea. It's tons of stuff. I mean, there's, Attack on Titan, I'm sure is here, right? There, maybe. It's a very long list. There it is. Stick of Titan. Weird. No idea what that is. Attack on Titan tribute game. Here's the Feng game. Another one someone might look for is, I don't know, Rugrats. Let's see if there's a Rugrats game. Yeah, there's Angelica from Rugrats, or Rugrats All These. I think the game I was looking for is All Grown Up. Yeah, All Grown Up. They have several All Grown Up games. I don't think any of these are the ones I was looking for. Yeah, All Grown Up Crazy Carts. There it is. I used to play that game. But yeah, my point is they have tons and tons of stuff. Oh, one more, just for fun. Oh yeah, they even have like 4 earn to die games on here. Crazy stuff. So yeah, you get the point. Just Control F, pull up the box, search through here. There's tons and tons of stuff. You're very likely to find your game. But if you don't, and you say, hey, my game's not on here, now what do I do? Well, luckily there's an FAQ for you. How can I request a game/animation? Yeah, you may request the first reading this article all the way through, then following the links at the bottom. Look at that! All kinds of stuff about how it works. So, see, even if you don't have your game, there's a chance it gets added. If you're wondering, hey, I've played a web browser game in the past, how come that's true if all these web browser stuffs are no longer supported? Well, it turns out everyone's using HTML5 nowadays, which is still supported by all of the major web browsers. So, that's what, if you see any modern games are running. Though another big disadvantage to Flashpoint, actually, if you saw it there in the FAQ, is that they have no Nitrome games. Nitrome has made their decision to remove all of their games from Flashpoint. They're hoping to include more HTML5 compatible games, and so they want to keep hold of their own IPs. And so, full respect to them for choosing to do that, but that's what's going on there. All right, so first, let's get into the downloads. There's 2 different versions. There's the Flashpoint Ultimate and the Flashpoint Infinity. The Ultimate is a massive, 874 gigabyte package that includes every game ever on Flashpoint, all downloaded to your one computer, and you can just play them freely without ever having to connect to the internet. It's crazy. Most people don't have 874 gigabytes available and don't want every Flash game in existence on their computer all at one time, and so I would probably recommend using Flashpoint Infinity, which is what I have. The disadvantage to Flashpoint Infinity is that it does not update with new games automatically. You have to delete your old copy and download a new copy of Infinity, unlike Ultimate, which you can just have it update forever. It updates itself. It's self-updating, whereas Infinity is not. But I do recommend Infinity either way. So my copy is actually right here. This is Flashpoint 9.0, not 10.1, which is the current version. And so I'm going to show you guys the process of deleting your old copy of Infinity and downloading the new copy of Infinity. So you get to see the full thing in action, see how it works. Again, I am vouching for this download by the fact that I've had it for, I think, over a year now, and I have not noticed any ill effects on my computer. I don't think this is a scam or bug or whatever. I hope not. I am not affiliated with BlueMaxima or Flashpoint in any way. This is not remotely sponsored. I am just a person who's looking for fun games to play that remind me of my childhood of playing, web browser games online. And I'm just looking for a way to do that in peace. And this is my best thing that I found so far. So if anyone has a better option, feel free to let me know. I'll do an update video about it, or also check the description. I'll be putting any updates there because I can't change the video. I can only change the description. And so in the description, if things have changed, I recommend at the end of this, check that, make sure I don't say like in capital letter. I'd delete this video if it was like clearly not safe for your computer. But if it was anything else, anything less than that, there's a chance I just put it in the description like, hey, keep this in mind. You know how it is. Okay, so let's get to it. So first things first, I don't need this shortcut. So, before I close the shortcut though, I'm going to use it because I need to, step 1 of deleting the old copy off your computer is opening it. So it looks like this. This is, again, Flashpoint 9.0 Infinity. So the way this thing works is pretty simple. Once you've downloaded it, you can just go to games, and here are all the games across the entire catalog. Pretty crazy. If you click on any of them, just for example, I'll click on, A Blue Button, Part 3. When you click play for the first time, it will download that game to your computer, and then every time you click play from then on, it's already on your computer, and it'll just run from there. You just have to connect to the internet to download it the first time, and then from there you will never have to connect again. So that's how that works. And then you also have all these playlists. Most of these playlists came with it. We can add new playlists or import a playlist, and I only have 2 playlists here at the top. This is all the games from FunBrain Arcade. If anyone ever played that on FunBrain, it's no longer available. But all the games are on here, and you could just put them in order and make your own FunBrain Arcade playlist. And then the other one is Favorites by You, which already comes on here, but it comes completely empty. So it's just a little place for you to save your favorite games to if you don't want to make your own playlist. So these are all of the games that I've downloaded onto here. Basically, every time I download a game, I just add it straight to favorites, just so I don't forget that I have it downloaded. So here they all are, all of my favorite games. What was it called? The one I was looking for was Supersonic RC by Lego. Yes, that game's fun. And I do hope to make a video about some of these now that I've put this video out. I've just been holding off on, putting this out first. So how do we download these games? It's actually pretty simple. You just click on one of them, and the second one, export playlist to a file. You click on that, and it opens one of these, Windows Explorer. I'm going to just download it to my desktop, and we'll call this, well, what is the name of it? It's called Favorites. So we'll call it Favorites. Favorites. All right, and then we'll just save it like that. It just saves it as a file looking like this, the favorites. So let's go to the next one, do the same thing. This one we'll call Fun Brain Arcade, and then save it. And it just appears on your desktop looking like this. And then we're good to close this. So the cool thing about it is I'm going to go ahead and close this file. I'll show you where I have this downloaded. So pulling this down here, you can see I have a games drive, and on here I have Flashpoint 9.0 Infinity. So first I'm going to delete this shortcut because I don't need it. Then I'm going to delete this entire folder because I don't need it. And once that is done, eventually, okay, there we go. Now the game is completely gone from my computer. It is self-contained in that one file, and it is nowhere anywhere on my computer. No need to uninstall, nothing. You delete the file, it's gone. It is self-contained, very nice, very clean, very open. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So let's go and download the new version. So, pulling up my internet again, going to BlueMaxima's Flashpoint, and going to downloads, because that's specifically what I'm looking for. We're going to download Infinity once again. So let's go ahead and download the self-extracting package. And of course, this is Chrome, so it's going to download this way. And I'll see you guys once this downloads. Just kind of speed this up. And it's done. So, as you can see, it was able to finish extracting here. Or, well, it was able to download here. I'm going to go ahead and open it. But real quick on screen, I'm going to put how long that took approximately. Just so people have an idea for how long they should expect it to take. Show it in folder. Here we go. There it is. I just have to now extract it. Extract files. I think you might have to download a 7-zip extractor. I should probably have mentioned that. I believe when I did this the first time, it has been a long time now, I tried to extract it, and I found out it's one of these 7-zip style extractors. So you have to kind of, I think you have to look up a 7-zip extractor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, download 7-zip. So I believe you have to download a 7-zip extractor. For me, it was for Windows, a 64-bit, because I have a 64-bit system. I think most people do nowadays. And you just download it from here, and it allows you to extract the file. 7-zip's a pretty common compression software, compression algorithm, whatever you want to call it. So having a 7-zip extractor isn't really a bad idea, I don't think. So, but yeah, there is that one little caveat. I thought I should mention that. Let's go ahead and extract it, though. So for me, I'm going to 7-zip extract files, and we're going to, yeah, there we go. We're going to extract this to not downloads. For me, it's actually, we're going to go to that E drive right here. So click on here, yeah, just the E drive. That should be good for me. And E drive, we'll call it, yeah, Flashpoint. Yeah, sure, that should all work. Yeah, full path name, eliminate duplicates of root folder. There shouldn't be any. Ask before override. Yes, please. Don't need a password. And we should be good. Let's give this a go. So it pulls up this screen. So it's just extracting the files. Let it do its thing in fast motion, of course. There we go. And it's on here. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this just so it goes to where it will eventually sit. And you could open the folder. It's right in there. Click in here. I don't think I need that duplicated, so normally what I do is I would grab this and then move it out to games, which will take a second. And then because of that, I'll have 2 of these. No? Did it just work? I think it just worked. Great. Perfect. Wow, it's nice when that works. So once you've extracted Flashpoint 10.1 Infinity to your file location, you can open it up, and as you can see, there's a shortcut in here. I don't like to use this shortcut because I'm not sure it goes to the right place. So I tend to just delete this one. And if you go into Launcher, you can find the actual application right here. See, it says Flashpoint, it says Application, and then from here, if you click and hold, you can move it to your desktop, and if you hold down the Alt key, you can create a link, which is just a shortcut, and that's how you get this little icon right in here, and it comes with a picture too. If you looked at, you probably couldn't see it, but the shortcut down here just had a little paper-looking ugly option. It didn't even have its own thing. I don't think it went to the right place. I think it like goes to your C drive is where it points, which is, if you have it on your C drive, then like good for you. I don't, so it doesn't work for me. So I just create my own shortcut, and then you see we have the other two things. So let's try to open it up for the first time. And as you can see, hopefully it opens up just fine. Of course, it opened on the wrong page. So let me see if I can get it down here. There it is. And here's the launcher. So it's gonna say, do you want us to collect analytics when you launch it and using all that? I'm not one for it. If you are, then you can enable them. I'm just gonna not do that. Not my style, as the saying goes. So next, is this full screen? Oh, there we go. Next, from here, you can just go to Games, and I'll go ahead and make it full screen. So as you can see, this is actually looks different, and there's no pictures for any of this, so I don't usually put it this way. Oh, there we go. They're slowly loading in. I don't like looking at it this way. I don't know why. I like looking at it in the list format. Go from grid, click on list. This is how I prefer looking at it. You know, to each their own. I don't know why I like it like this, but I do. But yeah, if you want to change that, you can go back to grid or list right down there. You can also change the size of them. I don't know why I like them very tiny. I have a problem. And then from here, you can say, see, I have, oh, look, favorites by you. Wow, there it is. But of course, for me, I need to now import my list. Before we do, just because there's already a favorites here, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. You want to delete this playlist? I kind of do, yeah. Oh, there we go. Now it worked. I think it was frozen for some reason. That was weird. Okay, sorry about that. So what happened was I tried to delete a playlist. It didn't like it. It also didn't import my other playlist. I'm not really sure what was happening there. Normally you just click on one of these things here on the left, and then it just opens. Here, let me make this bigger for you guys. So normally you just click on one of these and it opens the like individual playlists, but it wasn't doing that. It was just like sticking to all games and all that. I don't know what was going on. Maybe just some initial startup blues. But I just closed it. I tried to reopen it from the shortcut. It wasn't working, which scared me. So I went to the launcher here in the actual application, and that did the trick. Hopefully the shortcut still works. Yeah, there we go. Shortcut still works. Again, something happened. I've never had that problem before. I think it was just because it's my first time starting up. So let's go ahead and try to import a playlist. Open this one up. There it is. Showed up. Imported the other playlist. Click it. There it is. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They're all there. The only thing you have to do now is just open them up and they'll download to your console. So for the sake of argument, let's play Attack on Titan tribute game. I love this game. This is the final season comes out today, actually. So really excited. Not when I'm editing this, but when I publish this. This is the first. It's actually coming out. So hope you guys are enjoying that. I finished the manga. So I'm excited that the anime is finally coming to a close. Man, how long has it been? But let's play this. So I'll show you how it works. So again, it's actually launching on the other screen, of course, because why wouldn't it just work correctly? But as you can see, it opens in Barracuda. It's not actually connected to the internet. It's just using Barracuda because these games are originally web browser games. So a lot of them need a web browser format in order to be able to work. So yeah, this isn't actually connected to the internet. It's just is a web browser for the sake of it wouldn't open up otherwise. It's just the way that the coding works. And so in this game, if you click backspace on your keyboard, it goes to full screen. Of course, it goes to the other full screen because the other full screen is my primary screen. So I'm going to just fix that real quick. 1 second. But if you want to close it, you can just close it here if you'd like. Or if you open up your Flashpoint again, you can stop it from here. And as you can see, it went away. I'm going to switch the screens real quick so that we can actually see any of this happening. But you get the idea. From here, you can just delete these if you want. You don't need them. And put this back where it belongs for me. Because, again, my screens are flipped. And then I'll see you in a second where I have everything back where it's supposed to be. All right, and I'm back. So I'm going to go ahead and reopen this game. Again, I'm just picking this one because Attack on Titan's on the horizon. Oh, as you see, it actually left my other one open. So you might be better off closing it from here then. I think I usually do close it from here. I just want to show it off, closing it from the other location, because Most other games you do it that way, just this one since it's in Barracuda, and other ones that are in Barracuda are like this. So I'm just going to do whatever. I'm not going to play a full round. I'm just kind of making a point here. Go in, it's backspace, pause to center your cursor otherwise. And there you go, look at that. This is the actual full real game. If you've seen any of my game load games, you'd know that I have shown various other versions, like the RC mod. If you want to play this online, the only way is through the current version of the RC mod. Has servers hosted by the Attack on Titan Tribute Game 2 Discord community. Very kind of them to do stuff like that, but it is a recreated version of the game, whereas this is the actual game. The controls, the gameplay feel, everything is completely spot on. And like I said, I've played several versions of this where it's a little different for one reason or another. And like the beta, which was the version right before the most updated because it has the most features in it. I found out the other version I mentioned in that video. This is all really specific to this game, I know, but just for people who are like following this saga, that version of the game is the second to most recent updated version of the game, which has the most features, because when Feng did the final update for this game, he removed anything that wasn't fully finished. So that's what that was. But yeah, so as you can see, this works perfectly fine. I'll show off a couple more just for the sake of it. But yeah, I just click escape to exit out here, and I'm just going to exit out of this. Perfect. And you see it just closes on its own that way too. But you can play anything. So like Age of War is a Flash game. This runs with whatever this is. You see they have a couple different things. Not everything's Flash or Unity. This is a Flash, this is Unity. Yeah, so this uses Shockwave, for example. And then Powder Game here uses... oh wow, they actually have an HTML5 game right here. That's pretty crazy. HTML5 should actually just work in a web browser, supposedly, theoretically, but they have one here anyway. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, I think Shockwave, those are the main ones. Oh, this one, what is this in? The platform is 3D Groove GX. Wow. See, so they have tons of stuff. It's not just Flash and Unity. Anything you can think of, they potentially have it here. And they have some pre-made playlists for you, which is very nice of them. And like I said, all these Fun Brain arcade games. If you're interested and you were into that thing and you want to see what that looks like, these are their names. You can put them together yourself. But I'm just going to do, I'll just do Age of War, just show off a Flash game. Probably should have done one. So yeah, as you see, the Flash player just pops up like this, and that was it downloading. Like, it's downloaded, it's on my computer, it never has to do that again. Wow, that is loud. I'm gonna have to turn that right down. So yeah, it was originally on, this is from the Max Game version, so you can make full screen even if you want, play it, and it just plays. So it just, it's just the actual official game. It's really cool, it works. Oh, do I have to buy a turret spot? I think I do. So, yeah, it's very loud, but that's just this game. This game is accurately very loud for some reason. Let's see if we can kill some of these guys. And it should be enough to... No. I thought I could just put a turret, right? Oh, there we go. Now I can afford it. And it kills them. Yeah, that's how I play this game. I never use... I don't use units. It is turrets only for this boy. So I'm not going to play through this whole game. I think you get the idea. It just works. I'll show you opening it a second time, just show you it opens faster. I mean, it just opens right away because it doesn't have to download. So yeah, tons of different game options. I'd love to show off a lot of these on the channel. One of my favorite ones is Mario Combat. It's super short and simple, and I love playing it whenever I just have like a free minute, just because it is so short. Let's see if we can play through it. Hold up. I'm really excited. Mario Combat. It's only 2 buttons. I don't think there's any instructions. Oh yeah, there are. Instructions. A button is attack. That's all you need to know. All right. You move, you can jump, you can do little combos. Down and attack is that. You can do air combos. It's a great game. Nope. You can fall to your death. Classic Mario stuff. Wall jump. Oh man, the best. He's dead. Come on. Hold up, there we go. That's my favorite. You do different combos depending on when you press forward. So if you do neutral A, and then right when he's out like this, you start holding forward, and he switches to that, hold up. Come on. There we go, he does that combo, which is the one I like. There we go, next one. There we go. Yeah! It's so cool. You can hold up to wall jump. I don't know why this became suddenly me playing this game. It's so short though, I love it. Anyway, you got the idea. These games just work. They're fun. If you're into any of these games, you like this stuff, just enjoy it. Have a good time. I'll probably have like a video where I just play through some of these full on. But for now, I think you get the idea. They've given some Not Doppler, Newgrounds, Lego, Nintendo, you know, anything you can think of. Max Games, Ninja Kiwi, everything. It's really cool. It's really easy. So all you do if you want to find your own games, you go to All Games here. Shows everything. You search right here, and you can find, this is going to be hard because every game I know of is on my favorites list. What's a game? I could even pick one I see, I guess. So, like, Frogger. Click enter. There you go. This is all the versions of Frogger that exist. Pretty cool. If you wanted, I don't know. What's that helicopter game? Helicopter? Something? Yeah, helicopter game. I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Right? Yeah, there it is. Helicopter game. That's a classic. Yo, everything's here. Mario helicopter. I've never even heard of that. What is that? And you go little thumbnail right here. It's a little flappy bar. Oh, it's just copter with. Okay, yeah, and that's it. That's Flashpoint. It's that simple. Next time you want to delete it and reinstall it, you have my beginning of this tutorial to go back to. I wanted to have like everything here for a full-on experience. I'm not super well versed in how everything works. I mean, apparently there's animations and stuff and law. I don't know what any of this is. Config. I've really not done much in the way of looking around this thing. I just know how the basic works is basically there's the home where it starts up, and all you do is click on games, click on all games, and download whatever the heck you want from this full-on library. Just massive library of games. It's taking a second to load these in for me, but they're there. I swear. There it is. Yeah, all the Pokemon games. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many. But yeah, you can scroll through, find stuff you like, make your own playlist. You can just even create your own new playlist. You just give it a title. The only weird thing about Infinity playlists is that when you add a game to the playlist, so for example, I don't think that helicopter game's on here, right? No. Okay, so let me do that one just to show it off. So if you type in that helicopter, and it loads. There we go, helicopter game. So if you want to add this to like favorites, for example, you just grab it, pull it over to the favorites, and let go. You click on favorites, and it's there at the bottom. And there's no way to rearrange this. It is only by order that you put them in here. I mean, you can organize it by title if you want, or developer or publisher, but you can't change this custom order. Like if I drag it up, as it doesn't move. So it's in the order that you put it in. And so if you want to have it in a special order like this one, you have to add them in this specific order. So that is a little downside. As far as I know, there's no way of fixing that. It's just how it is. If you want to remove a game from the playlist, I believe you just, remove this game from the playlist. You just click this little X up here, hit yes, and it's gone. So super simple, super easy. I really love BlueMaxima Flashpoint. I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in playing these types of games. It's worked for me super well. I've not had any trouble with any games I've played. They just work how I would have expected them to, and it's great. I love it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I hope this is the last tutorial I have to do on this sort of thing, and hopefully this just lasts forever. So thank you guys. And if you aren't aware, this is a YouTube channel that usually plays Let's Plays. And so we have tons and tons of content. If you're interested in hearing more from me, just have a good, funny time with my friend, Adam, the co-host for Meister Adam, then, check out the channel. Check out some other stuff. I would like it if you subscribe. It'd help the channel grow. Big fan. It'll help even more though if you just saw something else, whatever it is, even the smallest thing. We have a best of 2021 that just got published recently, and that was pretty good. Had all our best stuff. You can see if we really are funny and if we really are worth checking out again or not. But yeah, I'll probably put a link during the Endslate to that. That would probably be a good idea. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys around. If not, have a wonderful life. Till then, zoink out.